you how to set up a Curt TruTrack 4-point hitch. First, you want to be sure your ball is set up correctly for your trailer height. Use the user manual to figure that out. Also, you want to make sure everything is tight and you have all your pins in and it's locked into place. Before you start to raise and lower the front of the trailer, you're going to want to put all your jacks up, put the slide in, and make sure your steps are up over there. Once all the jacks and the steps are up, be sure you have no other obstructions under the trailer, like these blocks. And once you move those, you can raise and lower the camper as much as you need to. Now we're going to raise the camper side up higher than the ball by using this switch here on the tongue jack. Press up. Okay, once it's high enough up, you're going to back the tow vehicle under and line everything up. If you have a backup camera, this should be pretty easy. If not, you may need some help back here. You're going to want to pull this pin out and make sure we leave it in a place that you don't lose it. So once you have it backed up, you don't want it to go too far back or you won't be able to move this lock. So you're going to open the lock up and then you're going to use the switch on the jack, press down and hold it until it lowers down onto the ball. Now once you see the vehicle start lowering down slightly, you can stop, lock the coupler in place, then put the pin in and lock the pin. Once you have it locked in place, the coupler is locked, you're going to lift the entire vehicle and the front of the camper up by pressing the up button on the tongue jack. Once you have it lifted up some, you may have to go back and forth with this. You may have to lift it up a little more later, but we'll get to that in a minute. So next you're going to install the torsion bars. So you're going to have a pin on each end of your torsion bar. You're going to remove that pin. The bar is going to slide inside of this slot. You're going to put the pin in and make sure the pin is locked. Next, you're going to remove this little bracket by pulling the pin. Pull the bracket up. I just lay it up here on the side. Don't forget it's there. Okay, now you're going to want to move the torsion bar in, but be sure to stand on this side of the torsion bar. This thing is spring loaded. It will move quickly into the trailer. But you know, as long as you have hold of it on this side, it's not that big of a deal. See that? The bar is pretty low down, so we're gonna have to, even as much as I can pull it up, it still won't lock in. So I'm gonna pull the bar back and lift the back of the vehicle up higher. So we're going to pull our bar over. Watch your hands. We're pretty close. If you can get it pretty close, but you can't quite get it on there, this tool is inside of the storage in the front. What you're going to do is pull the bar out slightly. This piece hooks there. Here we go. Pull it up. It's going to slide off. You pull the tool out. You're going to repeat these steps on the other side, and then we'll move to the next step. Okay, once the bar is on, you're going to take the pin that you took out earlier, drop it there, and then this cotter pin is going to go in, and you're going to slide it in from the front of the trailer back. That way when you're driving down the road, nothing grabs hold of it and pulls it out. Okay, now that both sides are connected, we're going to press the down button and hold it until the jack starts lifting off the ground. Hopefully these bars will sit horizontal, and if they are, we'll know at that point that we're set up correctly and we can start the tow. Alright, the tow vehicle's sitting pretty level. Trailer does look a little nose high, but let's look at the leveler because this one can be deceiving. We are a little nose high. After our first setup, I felt like I needed to unhook everything and readjust the actual hitch. So I lowered it one hole on the shank, and then I used this to adjust this part of the hitch up higher. So we're sitting at 23.5. I was at 23. I did have it in the higher hole, and I adjusted this around. So I moved everything, and now we're sitting perfectly level. Now, another thing to think of, we are not loaded. We're not loaded for camping. We don't have any water in the system or in the tanks. But, you know, it's sitting a little low in the back of the tow vehicle, but not bad. Trailer looks a lot better. One more thing before you start towing. Be sure to connect all these. You may leave your camper behind.